because he turns them into vigilante crime fighters.
If you watch the Titans series, yes, he should not be allowed near children because that one goes deep into just how fucked up all the Robins are.
Oh god, yeah, I caught it. I caught the new season the stuff, so I was like, well, let me go back and watch this old shit because they're moving Titans to like a better service, so maybe it'll be better.
Yep. Yeah. The I think the like culminating thing that emphasizes how just irresponsible Bruce is after Jason Todd is killed because spoiler alert, we all knew that. Um, he walks in, or Robin, Tim Drake walks, or fuck, I already got him mixed up. The original Robin who becomes Nightwing walks in on him already looking over a roster for potential candidates, and he's like, he's been dead for 48 hours. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm looking through orphanages. So, oh
Yeah,
wait, no, I have to. It's
no,
a
he
Jorah
literally.
Mormont. Oh, you have to do like I'm looking through orphanages, Kalishi.
I'm looking for potential recruits. These are all children who need someone to look after them. And he's like, no.
I'm looking for the new Kalishi. You got to help me out
Yeah, no, but
because it's that guy.
the fact that he actually goes and kills the Joker, though, is what has kept my interest because it was like, yeah, the Joker finally pushed him too far, and he killed him with the same crowbar that he killed Jason Todd with.
Okay, when was this? Because now I have to go see that. I'm still on like season 1, trying to
Oh,
catch up.
this is the new season.
Oh my god, I need to see this.
Um, the new
So
season,
yeah,
the new
spoiler.
season, the new season's really good because Blackfire's in it as well, and her and Superboy break a fucking bed.
Yes.
Yeah, she gets introduced, and she's like, she looks at Superboy, and she's like, get him cleaned up and bring him to my room. And Robin's like, what? And she's like, this is my manservant, isn't it? And they're like, we don't do that here. And he's like, no, it's okay.
He's like, you know what? Don't worry. I have a maid outfit. It's cool. I got it.
I've existed for all of 6 months, and I'm curious to find out how sex works, especially with her. And then they fuck, and they break a bed. Anyways, hi guys, we're live. If you're interested in more fucking, pay attention to this game. Because there's...
Where the Dungeon Master gives you 0 opportunities for roleplay and doesn't let you do that.
Guzrock is going to have everyone roll for anal circumference. Oh, the music just died. I think that was the internet saying we don't... There we go. Orchestral music stops meme.
We're going back to get those pegs for some proper begging.
Some proper pegging and proper begging. A lot of things are running funky here. Oh, there we go. Boop, boop. Nope, that one can stay. Here we are. It's our faces. Dido's not in complete darkness. We can see her.
You can see the smut reflecting off her glasses.
Listen, I didn't send it to her.
Not this time.
Yeah, we know that's a blatant lie.
Not this
I
time.
wish it was smut.
It could be. It could be if I tried hard enough. Anyways, hey, if this music is just too calm and stuff, we can change it to something else. Although it sounds like the music bot is struggling. Is it doing that for anyone else? Or is it just part of the song? Because I keep
listen
hearing
to my
it.
own music.
Wow, that is rude. I go out of my way to put on something that's thematically appropriate for what you're doing. I don't really care. It's fine.
How about Winter's Gate by Insomnium?
Oh, we're not playing copywritten metal on the stream. We're just ripping copywritten game music for our own purposes.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at you with pizza.
God, I had a slice of pizza earlier and no one
I'm not
gave
eating
it
pizza. I don't know what you're
gave
talking
it
about.
shit.
What kind of pizza is it?
The kind of pizza I'm not supposed to be eating.
Ooh, is it loaded with cheese?
Yes.
I thought about getting pizza today. But then the burritos that were linked in chat looked really tempting, and I got a Chipotle burrito.
Heck yeah.
that Dido didn't want to share with me.
Sorry.
Anyways, hello, hi, we should actually play Raid Shadow Legends. I don't know why Stream Elements is still pitching that one. That is over. I'll have to fix that later. We are no longer sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. That is long since done.
Can we still get dollary dues from that link, or should we just not bother at all?
Don't bother at all, because it's
Okay, cool.
That's
I don't
done.
want to download it. I don't want to play it.
Yeah, no, that's done. They didn't send me any money, so it's fine. Anyways, hi. Grinding Coffee Co., however, is a good one. You should check out Grinding Coffee Co. They have the new flavor, Fuck Yeah Pumpkin Spice. That's not what it's actually called, but it's what I'm calling it. You can use our code, PartyWipeGames, for 10% off.
Now, listen here, folks. When you're feeling pretty fucking hungover, there's only one fucking thing you can do.
Oh, well.
Disregard that. That's just what I do. But over there is some pretty fucking sweet coffee. The Grinding Coffee Co. have all kinds of flavors. It's fucking good.
All kinds of flavors.
It's fucking well good, it is. Fucking grab yourself a bag today. It's pretty fucking cheap, and they do fucking international shipping too.
Fuck yeah.
Of course they do. Fucking most companies do that. I'm a
Fucking
naturally bad salesman.
Or you're really good.
As the wise man once said, Shane, stop bothering me. Go away.
Wah, 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 wah.
Also, please sell coffee for people.
Please sell more coffee.
I'm trying, man. But yeah, there's all kinds of flavors like Turtle Dreams, which is all about caramel, chocolate, and pecans. And then there's the Bourbon Delight, which is pretty fucking cruisy for Australians. Because, you know, we like alcohol and we're fucking criminals. It's pretty good.
Yep.
Alrighty. On that note, I think I've said enough about coffee. For now, I'll mention it later. Last time on Winter's Gate, the entire party was gallivanting around Limsa Lamosa and La Nocia, having fun, enjoying quests. All the while, one party member was stranded in Uldar.
Hang on, that's the recap of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, which currently has a free trial that goes all the way to the Heavensward expansion.
They don't sponsor us, but we just really want everyone to know.
Yeah, now that I'm
If
actually
they want
playing
to
it, I actually
sponsor
want to
us-
get sponsored by it.
If they want to sponsor us, that would be great.
I will be happily paid in game time. You can pay them in actual money.
Anyway, you know, stupid joke aside. Last time in Winter's Gate, I reckon I was less hungover last week.
You were. Not by much.
No, I mean more hungover, sorry. But yeah, last time in Winter's Gate,
Still not
you
by
guys
much.
cleared a dungeon and hunted down the necromancer Malatek. He was clearly an evildoer and gave his life to Baal to become the Slayer of Baal, which you then slayed because I just couldn't roll over a 6.
You weren't trying hard enough.
Yeah, it was a +9 to hit. Fucking high, yeah, fucking 7 to hit. Fucking sweet.
You couldn't hit on me there.
It's true.
Yeah, it went both ways. But yeah, you thoroughly cleared out this dungeon. You found the secret room. You found the punny skeletons. Now, it's time to move on. Where, pray tell, are we going from here?
Well, we made this promise to go to the farm.
I need meat since my god melted. Demigod food melted.
Well, that wasn't originally why we were going, but it is now. It's fine.
Do you happen to remember what kind of farm it was?
It was a people farm run by minotaurs. They
Yes,
they
it was
race-
a-
they
it
grow
was-
and race
yeah, okay,
humans.
I believe.
Yes, yaks, because they were talking about undead yaks and the
That's right.
necromancer amassing an undead yak army.
I believe that was speculation on your part. I never said anything about undead yaks.
However, it was a great idea that you were fully behind.
Yeah, I need to pad time until Kay gets back, so undead yaks it is. But yeah, you guys were most of the way right. It's actually primarily a boar and yak farm, as those are two rugged creatures that can survive in the cold up north. They also have some sorts of plants like turnips. I don't know much about farming.
Turnips. Winter's plant.
But Gazrock gets the idea that, maybe he could get some juicy yak meat out of this farm if he does a good enough job.
Yes.
Yakety yak.
Don't talk back.
So on to this yak farm, I suppose.
Yes. I am now attuned to this rod of retribution.
Oh.
Oh, specify that you have to be holding it in your hand as to use it.
What if I hold it in my teeth?
I'm gonna specify that you have to hold it in your hand to use it.
Compromise.
So it might not be the best for the Minotaur.
Compromise. What if it was up his butt?
Useless.
I suppose we do have a precedent set for butt magic.
Yeah, that's true.
We do?
We do. Lorraine set that precedent.
She did.
She did. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
I'll
There's
allow it, but
always
I'm gonna need you to comically, fucking bend over every time you want to, use the rod of retribution.
Just start
Yeah.
twerking whenever you do it, or bunny hop one of the two.
You think they won't?
So what do you think Alice is going to think if your rod is now deals retribution?
Are you asking to borrow my rod?
No, I'm
No, she was worried you were going to destroy that ass.
exactly.
What makes you think I haven't already?
Now it'll just be worse.
Alright. Fun small talk aside. You guys departing this here dungeon.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's getting grimy and grungy in here.
It's real gross in here.
We have
Alright.
overstayed our welcome, and we are leaving.
I don't have anything else to contribute here.
Alright, leaving this here dungeon, you guys know that the farm is in the general direction of that way?
Ah. As long as it's not this way.
Exactly.
I'm a big fan
But-
of that way.
Relative to your current position, which is a hidden shrine in the middle of the forest, it's gonna be a bit of a hike.
I'm
Excuse me.
gonna say hold on one sec because the music bot clipping in and out is getting on my last nerve.
Who gets attacked a lot?
Hold on so I can change.
More
the
importantly,
thing.
dedicate a hand to that fucking rod. Probably Eldroy and or Jordan if they want to sacrifice their shield.
Oh, that's why.
I mean, I wouldn't mind using it because as a bard, I only use one weapon anyway.
I mean, I want to get attacked
Hey,
more.
everyone, hold on so I can reset the chat server.
Okay.
If you
Sorry.
guys keep talking, I can't do it or it's going to interrupt you. Alright, server region. Oh, wait, that's in the individual chat. Automatic. Let's go to Europe. Okay. Is everybody still here?
Seemingly.
Okay. Now you can continue.
Well, we had nothing left.
I know, because you guys wanted to do it while I was changing the audio.
If
Yeah,
I'm,
the rod would... Oh, sorry, go on.
if I'm aiming to get attacked more, let me see the specifics of this. Oh, it's got 3 charges.
I can let you try and use Reldane one-handed, but the DC to keep it within your hands will become a 12, and the damage will drop to a D10.
I can't hold it. I can only hold on to it like a third of the time. So, it as cool as this axe is
Yeah, and that's why I wanted you to have it.
I know. I don't get the most benefit out of it because I can't hold on to it.
Ah, it's still doing it. Fuck.
Is it because we changed regions on Wednesday?
No, I put it on East Coast, so it should be fine, but Fazbot is just freaking the fuck out.
It's a subliminal message to tell you to listen to Dark Avenger by Manowar.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Call Manowar up. We need sponsorship.
Let's see.
Did you want this sword here? And I hold up the Tempest sword. It's a magic sword, and you can still hit things with it. And it won't actually slip out of your hands.
I'll borrow it.
No, I didn't say borrow. I said, do you want it?
All right.
Okay, cool. Will that make you happy? Because I know you're not happy with this sword that keeps flying out of your hands.
Not unhappy with it. I just noticed it flies out of my hands.
It does it a lot, which is
It
why
does it a lot.
I'm offering you one that won't do that.
Okay.
Okay. And I hand over the did it have a name? Steel Wind.
I'll give the Rod of Retribution to.
There you go, Steel Wind.
To Aldrich if they want it.
But they have a murder dagger.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't have anything? Jordan.
I have a twin spell ring,
Yeah, but that's not a cool weapon that kills people.
but I don't use weapons to kill people. I use spells to kill people.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll
Well,
see
that's
about that.
that's a fair point. You did totally kill someone last time.
Here's this Rod
Just
of
with
Retribution.
spells.
Who can get the best use out of it?
I mean, probably a lot of people, but
Things don't attack me as much as I like them to.
I mean, we can
Well.
fix that. You have a very punchable, delicious face.
I know.
I mean, not that your face is delicious, just that it's punchable.
No, I am pretty good looking.
Yeah, that's what I meant by delicious.
I mean,
I'd say he's pretty tasty, but you know.
I'm very well.
if Aldrich wants it, he can have it. I prefer to have my shield.
Everyone prefers their beef aged.
Hold on to it for now. Maybe Envy will want it later.
That, and I think Aldrich gets hit more than I do.
Yeah, Aldrich does get hit a lot.
Wow.
They're the
Okay.
rude, so they come after me so I can smash them and make jelly out of their brains.
Sounds very yummy.
I'll hold on to the rod. You kill everything, so I hopefully won't need the rod.
Make sure you handle the rod with care.
Yeah,
I am an expert at rod handling. Thank you very much.
grip it
Don't
with two
forget to polish
hands.
it.
I have been known to polish a rod now and then every night. Bard school.
Bard 101, How to Polish a Rod. Chapter 3.
It's the cycle of life. You polish their rod, someone will polish yours when you graduate. It's just a never-ending story.
Maybe someday I'll take War Mage so I can have my shield and a weapon. But not today.
Anyhow, with the magic item distribution sorted, you guys likely head out of this dark,
No, not likely.
grungy.
We definitely do.
Good. Alright, leaving this here dark and grimy dungeon, you head out and you have a vague idea of where the farm might be. But that vague idea is relative to the city of Skjarn. Someone, perhaps the best of you, give me a survival roll, and we shall see just how good at navigation you are.
How survivable is everybody?
If I were to put a numerical number on it, I would say a +4.
Well, if I was gonna plus or minus my own ability to survive, it would have to be 0. Okay, not me.
Mine's a healthy 2.
Mine's also a 4.
Well, between the two of you with the 4s, hypothetically, should figure out how best to handle that.
Well, we know the general directions that way, not this way.
Well, it is over there.
You're higher up there, Gus. Why don't you try and guide us?
Do you want to like sit on my shoulders? Then you'll be higher.
That would be really fun.
Okay. I pick her up and I put her on my shoulders.
Fine, I'll look around.
I'll assist.
$13.
Yeah, it's serviceable enough. You have, as I said, you have the vague direction in your head, and you are able to keep it, in front of you at least. You feel like you're going the right way, though. You're not finding any notable landmarks or anything like that. For the most part, you are walking through, snowy forest.
We're definitely going the right way.
Could someone be a deer and roll me a d20?
$11.
2 1s.
Set side by side to make a number that's not 2.
Yeah, as you're going through the tree line, you happen to stumble across what looks to be a covered wagon. It doesn't seem to be moving.
Does it appear to be broken down and abandoned?
Taking a better look, you can surmise that yes, it is not moving anywhere, mainly because it has no wheels.
Does it look
That doesn't seem to be moving
gypsy-esque?
around.
Is there any signs of life?
From what you can see, there isn't any movement yet.
I'm going to do a quick look around, just scan the area before moving closer. Yeah, 15.
Yeah. There are a few scavenging critters, a few crows, and, a snow-based coyote or something wacky like that. But
No, I've heard rumors of abandoned wagons that once you get closer, they actually start to move and they go into this mysterious mist.
Well, that sounds crazy. Who would ever follow that?
Curious minds, I guess.
I'll take out a hand axe and I'll chuck it at the wagon. See if it moves.
You had that perfectly viable rod that you could have used to destruct it.
Yeah, make an attack roll for me.
Isn't that what everybody means?
I'm sorry, do what?
Make an attack roll for me with that there hand axe.
Nyah, 20.
Yeah, you throw it and the leather coat, or whatever the fuck you cover a wagon with, the axe just hits it and goes straight through, and then seemingly nothing moves. Maybe a bird or two flies away at the sound of it, but nothing drastic moves.
Alright. I'll start approaching it then.
I'm still on Gus Rock's shoulders.
Yep.
So yeah, you're getting closer?
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah, you creep a little bit closer. Like, eventually get to a point where you can start walking around the wagon and getting a decent look of what's inside it. And you see a couple of crates that have been pried open, a chest that once was, and a peculiar bloodstain, and a few other bits and bobs, a couple of pieces of rotting fruit that are long since decaying or frozen over.
I will retrieve my hand axe and excuse me. I'm going to look around again. This time I'm going to search for any footprints in the snow that are not ours.
Yeah, make me another survival.
13.
Yeah. It's pretty plain to see that whatever caused this wagon to be de-wheeled happened quite some days ago. There's absolutely no tracks. It's all been covered up.
Is there
by
any? Sorry, I didn't mean to finish.
Go for it.
I was gonna say, is there any indication of what removed the wheels? Was it force or dismantling?
The two on the left side are broken, seemingly by warhammers or a sledgehammer or something like that.
Some kind of physical damage.
Yeah.
Somebody was attacked.
Days ago.
Yeah. Even the bloodstain on the inside, it's not like a puddle of blood or anything. It's long since seeped into the wood.
We should check for any potential sign of survivors, but it's very likely that it's too late.
Alright.
Surviving days out in this cold
Yeah.
with wounds as severe that could cause this amount of blood loss. It's not likely.
It's not, but there's a chance that they might have been taken somewhere else.
Was there a blood trail?
It has long since been covered by snowfall.
Okay.
There is a couple of drips leaving the wagon, but from there you can't really get head or tail of it.
How high up is the snow at this point?
A couple inches. You're not
Okay.
trying to trudge through it or anything. And here we have an Australian trying to work out what snow is.
You all get snow sometimes.
up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Nowhere where we actually go.
Upside down snow that falls from the ground to the sky.
Is there any point from the wagon where the snow looks like it's been flattened, just like it's been walked through or dragged through? Because Aldrich would say
Not
they might have come back looking for more after they took care of whoever these people were. Maybe they left tracks.
I want to look. I want to climb off of Guzrock's shoulders, and I want to look through the chests and see if there are any like notes or journals or any indication where they might have been heading to or coming from.
And being a sort of local of this area, um, at least for a little bit, what places would I know of nearby?
Sorry, what? I missed one word, and that's the most crucial word of that sentence.
Oh, what places would I know of near? What's the
Okay,
closest surviving place nearby? Is it going to be the farm?
probably, but you also know that you're roughly in the main stretch between Skian and any of the southern cities or southern towns.
Okay.
So if anyone was doing a trading run to Skian, they'd be coming along this way. And Jordan, would you care to give me an investigation roll, please?
Sure, I can try.
How much is?
20 with the assist.
Not bad at all. Yeah, digging through, you turn over a couple of crates. 3 of them are empty, and then you crack open the last one, and it's not a big one, it's just a small carton kind of thing. But you pull out, let's see. Yeah, you pull out a pound of dried cloves and 1 pound of ginger.
Spices.
Yeah. And as you're going through, it's kind of tattered, but you do find a little bit of a business ledger that was seemingly in use before this caravan got sacked. Turning over a couple of pages, you can work out that this was someone traveling from... Let's see, what stupid town name can I conjure up at this point in time? Skuld. Skhuld.
I was going to say the town of Sabaton, but there you go.
Yeah. Well, the town of Skuld. Going to Skian. And I guess you'll find in my world I'm naming every single town. It's gonna start with S. Cities start with T. But yeah, he has the business ledger basically reads cargo, several crates of dried food, several crates of grain, several crates of this and that, a crate of cloves and ginger. You get the idea that this wasn't an impressively wealthy caravan, it was just someone doing a food run.
I think we might just be looking at just regular old bandits. It doesn't look like they were carrying anything important or specific. Just everyday items. Could just be wrong place, wrong time.
Appears to be that way.
And since we don't know which way they went, we can't really try and hunt them down.
Stepping outside again. Instead of looking for footprints, which would have been the easiest thing, I want to look for like broken branches. And not
Yeah.
easily made.
I like it. Give me a perception or survival, whichever you prefer.
They are both the same. Ah! Damn it!
They are both the same. 11 or 11.
Looking about, you can spot a couple, which could mean this is where they left, or it could mean this is where they were hiding, but it's difficult to tell.
What direction away from the wagon does it lead?
I don't really know how to answer that question.
Does it lead
Relative
Does it lead
to
closer to the farm, away from the farm, or adjacent to the farm?
adjacent to the farm, but technically it'd be away from Skjarn.
Looks like they may possibly have left in that direction, but I can't pick up any trail. If we want to head in that direction in the hopes of finding something, we can.
We should probably just stay on task. I mean, you wanted to go to the farm.
I do.
I don't think there's anything else we can do here, like Jordan said.
It seems like most likely bandits, but probably desperate, given the weather.
Are we looking for anything that they can get their hands on just to survive?
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, some people will try to fight back for even simple supplies like that, and not the first time.
But yeah, we should continue to the farm before we end up like them.
Alright.
Just everybody keep an extra eye out.
Agreed.
There might be bandits around afoot.
Alright. I'll let Jordan back on my shoulders if she wants, and I am going to keep an eye out as we move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan will do the
Alright.
same.
Wonder Team, give me a survival, please.
Meow. I'll assist.
You want me to roll? I'll assist. You roll this time.
Okay. Ah!
It was a DC 10, so good on you.
So let me show you how it's done. Bam!
Yay!
And not one to be shown up, Lorian also steps in to help that one. No, just me.
I was gonna say, watch, it'll just be the exact opposite.
I start walking in the opposite direction.
Yeah, Lorian isn't pleased that Jordan is riding Guzrock instead, so she tries to
Listen, I'll
Yeah,
get my ride
show him up.
later. I'm not that worried.
yeah,
Like, stack
between
everybody up and we'll just
all of you guys
show them.
stacking rolls, fucking Guzrock is like, the farm's in this direction, I know it to be true. And then Aldroic is more so like, relative to the current cloud cover and where the sun is, I believe we should be traveling slightly to the left. And, yeah, he's correct enough. Eventually, it's a good hour or so of trudging through snow and forest, but eventually you start upon a clearing. And beyond that, a nice, cute little farm, which I will now bring you to, rather than just lounging about in this fucking grungy dungeon. And of course, my farm is marked by a table. Wait, what the fuck are the players on the title page? Oh well.
Because you needed a splash screen instead of the old map that you left us on.
Well, yes, good going, you.
I do what I can. You do pay me for production, after all.
Is that what the kids call it nowadays?
Yes.
I'm dead inside.
That's a lot of yak.
That's a lot of yaks. Where
No.
are we?
Yeah.
Wait, do yaks move?
I think they just make disgruntled noises.
They make baroo noises.
Baru.
Yeah.
Marukato
At least,
Anama.
if RuneScape has taught me anything, they make Baru noises.
Hold on. Yak noises. What noise does a yak make? Oh, there's a little sound here.
Hey, I'm walking here.
They make grunting sounds.
Why are we here again? I forget. Why did we come to the farm?
Zombie yaks.
Got you.
It wasn't zombie yaks.
We've speculated.
If anyone remembers, feel free to chime in. Otherwise, I'll just tell you guys outright.
I mean, this close enough. They do not moo.
They don't moo, but
They grunt and squeak.
I don't know. They make noises.
Yeah, no, I linked a thingy that makes their sounds, but it does say they do not moo. They make grunts and squeaks.
Okay, well, yeah, we learned something today. And over here in this northern pen are boars.
Ah, here we are.
I will, I'll approach the nearest, farmhand and look at him and say,
You think that's a good idea? Oh, he's already gone.
someone requested help for some yaks going missing. Is it a necromancer? Are they raising an army of undead yaks?
What if they mistake him for livestock, Jordan?
Well,
Yes,
that's
we'll have
exactly
this-
where I was going, Ren. Yeah, as Guzrock starts wandering over this guy isn't actually a farmhand, he's just a hired guard. And naturally, the moment you become a guard, you become a lazy piece of shit. So he's leaning up against his pike, almost halfway to snoozing. And then suddenly he hears a voice and he, like, snaps to attention and lowers his spear. What the fuck? How'd you get out of the pen?
I punch him.
Yeah, punch him in the head.
I'm just gonna roll horns. It's not gonna be the D6 damage though. 15.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm punching him.
Oh, that's not good. Hey, we're supposed to be friendly,
I'm just waking him up.
but
You use water.
or stern words.
Yeah, this guy lowered his spear to, like, a ready attack stance, but you just fucking step over it and clock him in the head, and he flies backwards. He collapses, gets pushed back over to here, and, like, drops his spear. It clatters a few feet away, and he recoils and presses himself up against this here fence. And he's like, oh shit, it's here again, it's here again!
I pick him up by the shoulders and just set him on his feet, and then I say, "Are you awake now?"
Yeah. Give me an intimidation.
Yeah. 15.
Nice. Yeah, he was about to scream out for more help, but as you pick him up and just hold him sternly, he kind of stays completely still and stares at you and, like, looks you up and down and notices that, wait a minute, you're not livestock. You're not the beast. Sorry, I mustn't have been paying attention. You startled me.
No harm done. Not permanent anyway.
Besides, half of his fucking HP.
It was non-lethal.
You just punched his head off.
Who's in charge here? Something about missing livestock and a necromancer stealing livestock for undead army of undead yaks.
Yeah, I knew there was something I fucking forgot to add to this map. a couple of fucking commoners and farmhands. Oh, yeah, not me. I'm.
Not you? We can't hear you, mate.
Yeah, sorry, someone was talking through my window.
Oh, that's not concerning.
Yeah, this guy's like, yeah, not me. I'm just out of scout. I'm just one of the guards. They called us in. Boss man's up at the farmhouse, up at the big building over there.
Alright, do I just knock?
Yeah, I'll take you. And as he says that, he wipes his face. His nose is now bleeding. There's a fair chance it's broken.
You can reset that if you like.
You might want to reset that.
He makes one of those, like, fucking just blows out a shitload of blood out of one of his nostrils, and then, like,
Keep it as a battle scar, whatever you want.
then he nods and yeah, I'd appreciate that.
I pull out my healer's kit and pull out some, I guess, cloth. This is gonna hurt. And she just takes his nose and yanks it in the direction.
I assist by holding him still.
Well, I'm gonna use my healer feet to actually heal him.
I still assist by holding him still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I use the cloth to just, like, catch the blood and, like, hold it.
You snap his nose back into place, and he yelps out, or he screams like a little girl. But his nose looks good. He recoils in pain. Oh, he would try if Guzrock was not holding him. But yeah, he cups his face and like wipes away some more blood. But for the most part, he's looking good.
Hey, let me take a look at that. Come on, let me see.
Yeah, he's standing there like
Tilt your head
fucking
back.
bitch, fuck.
Tilt your
And
head
then he
back.
eventually he does
Yeah.
after like 2 minutes of wincing in pain.
Yeah. Just let it all out. Get all the bitch and moaning done. Tilt your head back and apply pressure. All right, hold still. And I'm gonna reach out and touch him and lay on hands for 9 points. Now stop being a baby. It's gonna be sore for a little while.
Jordan just healed him for 8.
Well, now
He's
I
only
healed
missing
him for
one.
1. Well, now I healed
There
him
you go.
for 1.
Yeah, the healer's kit.
Oh, that's right. I forgot her healer's kit does that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The healer's kit was good for, like, mending the wound and, you know, reapplying the nose too. Oh,
Yeah.
like
I'll
mending the
top him off.
nose. But the magic we're healing just pulses through his face, and he suddenly feels better. And then he, nods. Huh, that's alright.
Yeah, don't thank me. I did all the real work.
Alright,
She usually does do all the work.
It's true.
wanted to see the boss then. Yeah, I'll take you.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
And then Shane realizes what else he forgot on this fucking map.
Oh, Shane.
Everything.
You glorious goofball.
So many fucking things, Shane.
I mean, at least there is a map. And the beds have fur blankets. I mean...
God damn it, Pinterest. I just want to find a
Oh,
character
sweet.
art. I don't want to look at all this Fire Emblem stuff. I mean, I do, but
Who knows what you like?
See, Daddy, you think those are fur blanket covered beds? Those are actually fuzzy USB drives.
Woohoo!
And now you're always gonna see it.
Yep.
Okay, I'll fix it later. Anyway, he leads you on down the rows of crops. These are meant to be crops, by the way.
I believe it. They're green.
And this guard over here was equally not paying that much attention until he heard the scream. And you get the impression that he may have readied himself for battle, but as the guard, started getting healed and his face was mended, he kind of let his guard drop a little bit, but he's still on edge.
Does he look okay? So he's awake.
Yeah, he's awake.
Did you not hear your friend cry out in pain? Why weren't you here to help him?
It might not have been a deadly occasion, ma'am.
But what if it was?
I was preparing just in case I had to go and get help because of
You weren't even gonna try and help him.
Oh,
I mean, how do you know I didn't break his nose even more?
What if he had an injury that could have used your intervention? He might have bled out while you were preparing.
but what if the big one went on to kill him? I'd have to rally help.
You weren't even trying to rally. You just were watching over here. You saw that, right? He didn't come to check on you at all.
I'd punch him in the face.
Who had a
Oh no!
No, Jordan doesn't say that. That was totally Dino.
No, you roll it.
Oh shit! This just escalated fast.
It's just every guard on the way here.
Yeah, there's nothing to drink down here.
Just come at us Contra style, one guy.
That was
at a time
100% Dino. Jordan did not say that.
Remember last week where Dido was like, I have to be the most lawful good person here, and this year she's just Florida girl.
YOLO.
I still expect you to punch him in the mouth.
Look, someone had to do it.
Alright, take me to your leader.
Take us to your leader.
Yeah, you spend a couple of minutes scolding these two guards that clearly are not very good guards. They're just kind of in it to bulk up the numbers and, for the paycheck.
Experience.
Yeah.
We just improved this guy's guards.
It's true, he'll thank us for this later.
And then the bloke that wasn't punched in the head goes out here and replaces the other guy's post as, Broken Face leads you up to the farmhouse.
It's not broken, it's recently reset face.
Previously Broken Face. But they take you up to the farmhouse and rap their knuckles against the wooden door. And then wait a few moments. And yeah, I should probably move your tokens over. But yeah, eventually, someone comes out. And it's a big, stocky looking bloke. And also, there's another thing I forgot to put on this map. Farms require people to run, Shane. There should be people in here. And over here. And up here. And here. There are a couple... Sorry?
Unless it's run by robots.
No, it's not.
Okay.
But yeah, there are a couple of farmhands standing around doing jobs that glance in your direction, and eventually the door does open and a pretty solid looking individual walks out. A pretty big, let's say, he is a half-elf, but he is built like a fucking orc. Which is kind of unusual for half-elves.
Someone ate their vegetables.
Yeah. He walks out and he's just wearing a t-shirt and pants that he doesn't give a shit about, because chances are he's going to be fucking like knee deep in yak shit in fucking 20 minutes. So
Glad we didn't offer to help.
he walks out and looks up and down at Guzrock. Huh. And here are our thoughts. Cows weren't native to the region.
Complete that sentence.
Wow, he just said that.
Then he, like, laughs it off as if it was a joke. I'm just jesting, friend. How can I help you?
Well, I just improved your guards, and I packed the one who led us here. They will be more vigilant now. However, we're here because you had some livestock go missing.
They're not my guards. The city of Skyan will be very thankful, though. But, yes, unfortunately, over the last couple of days, well, nigh on a week, if not a while longer, we've been having a little issues with some of our beasts over yonder. Some of them have been going missing. At first, we just thought the gates were being left open, but not until the fourth night we found the remains of one of our big boys. Grisly wounds. That is to say, there wasn't much left of it. Just a couple of haunches, a couple of limbs.
Something's been devouring them.
Damn straight.
Perhaps it was
Grisly
a wary
business.
dog.
Sorry?
Nothing. I was just musing aloud.
Is it still happening? Are your yaks still being taken?
Well, nothing's been caught. These guards haven't come up with anything useful. At best, they stand around. And the bloke that was previously punched in the mouth kind of, like, just stares at his feet.
So since the guards have been here, nothing has been taking your yaks, or your yaks haven't been getting out.
No, I never said that, darling.
Well, that was the question I asked.
Unfortunately. These guys like to put on a show, but our livestock's been going missing all the same.
Is there any
it
indication
wasn't-
of what might have been eating them? Like, are there claw marks, mostly teeth? What kind of...
Well, I'll get to that, young darling. But
How old do
it
you
wasn't
think I am?
until... I don't know, younger than me. Which is to say... And you can assume that all this jaunty laughter is in character. That all of 2 nights ago, it was just livestock. Until 1 or 2 of the guards went missing too. We rallied, but by the time we were out there in fighting form, one of them was gone, dragged screaming into the forest, into the woods. We did try to amount for a hunting party, but we didn't come up with any reasonable evidence of what did it.
You know why you weren't able to get out there in fighting form with enough time, right? Because your other guards just watch other guards get attacked and don't do anything?
Or they're asleep.
Well, they were slow off the mark, but I'm afraid I was late up for the evening. Why? Go to bed early, get up even earlier. That's my motto.
Oh, so I don't think they're doing either of those because they were like stupidly tired and asleep. Like asleep at work is what we were getting at.
Looking at the ones that are on guard, do they look sleep deprived?
No, they just kind of seem like...
They're just lazy.
Lazy fucks.
Yeah, they're just... Generally, their job in Skyan probably was just to stand around. Like, stand on this street corner, occasionally patrol this block. They probably didn't do much.
Do these Do these disappearances happen mostly at night? In the middle of the day? Different times of the day?
We haven't had anything occur during the day. I can only assume that whatever's doing it is a night creature, a night hunter. So, what do you say, friends? Are you here to lend a hand, or are you just writing a novel or something?
Can it be both? I am looking to open a restaurant, but we can talk about that after this is done. So you want this beast found?
Found, killed, and cut into pieces.
Oh. I mean, we can do most of that, sure.
I mean, we could always just patrol the area ourselves tonight. Hope something shows up.
No. Come along, friends. I've got a few of the remains in the basement, the cold store. They're grisly wounds, but see if you can make anything out of it. And the bloke leads you up to this shed-looking thing.
That's a woman.
Yeah, I haven't found a good fucking image of him. I got distracted. I'm looking at Fire Emblem shit.
Ah, that's your problem. Have you just typed in human farmer? And don't pick a picture of Donald, damn it.
No, I typed in fucking strong half-elf, and it comes up with, like, a bloke that isn't ripped, and a fucking orc.
Isn't an elf or a human.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the remains when he shows them to us. Try and see. Discern what made the markings. Teeth, claws, a knife.
Very polite
Yeah.
monster. Ate them like a 5-course meal.
9.
He lets you into the store, and you get the idea that this was previously used for other things, like storing a harvest of vegetables or something like that, but it's recently been converted into a makeshift, like, medical tent kind of thing, or a makeshift morgue, more specifically. Having a look around, there are a number of remains laid out in just on the ground. You can roughly account for about 3 yaks, 2 boars, and a limb that doesn't look familiar.
Oh.
That's always good.
But, as said, the remains are really quite scuffed. One of them is just ripped to fucking pieces. Like, you're kind of amazed that they were able to find some of the chunks that they did. It's just little globs of sinew and shit like that they've bundled together into a pile. And then the next one is a yak, but it's really slim. It's like it was drained.
Necromancy.
Undead yak army.
I'm telling you, it's not undead yaks.
Were these all found in the same area?
In their respective pens. That is to say, the bull's up there, the yak's down there.
Was there any indication of how the creature got into your farm?
Nothing at all. The gate wasn't disturbed, there's no breakages in the fence.
You think there's a possibility somebody on staff?
How do you reckon
Well,
a humanoid-looking motherfucker can do some of this? This
A
thing is
humanoid
beyond
motherfucker can do
grisly.
quite a bit.
lycanthropy mostly.
That's a fair assumption. Later on, if you're feeling really inquisitive, I'll let you interrogate my stuff. But I don't think you'll come up with much.
Is there any kind of pattern to your animals being killed? Do they go
Nothing
after
at
boars
all.
2 nights, yaks 1 night, boars the next night?
As far as I can tell, completely random. Pure chaos. But don't trust my word. I'm not a pattern. Patterns are not my thing.
They are picking
Hard
them
work
off.
and labor is my thing.
If they are picking them off one at a time, they may be snatching up ones that are briefly separated from the herd.
It's quite possible. But
Including
that doesn't
guards.
necessarily explain the guard.
The guard steps away. It might be the same instance. And I'm gonna look to the guard that is here. You should probably be patrolling in pairs.
We could hop
And-
on a watch one night and see what happens.
That's probably the
Well,
best thing we can do.
if you'd be so kind. I'm afraid I don't have rooms up in the house to house all you fine folk, but you're welcome to bed anywhere on grounds.
We can do that.
Well, can someone give us a proper tour of the grounds before nightfall, so we know what we're looking at, where we should set up?
I'd be happy to. From here, you can see most of what is. Up over yonder, the boar pen. Don't go in there, it's not pleasant. It's a lot of sludge. Now, this here next to us, our assorted crops. We can't live on meat alone, unfortunately. And looking down, there are rows of mostly root vegetables. And it's probably 4 or 5 rows of, like, I don't know, turnips, and then fucking 4 or 5 of potato or carrots or something like that. Again, I'm no farmer. I don't know what grows in cold weather climates. And over yonder, those are the beasts that this here farm is named after. Our prized possession. And yeah, he points down to the yaks. They are kind of an uncommon sight. Namely because they're yaks, and
Do they taste good?
why the fuck else would I be farming them? That's a bit of farm humor for you, because I actually farm them for rope and,
I mean,
all sorts of things.
technically you don't farm them, you ranch them.
Well, look at you, making use of words, how fancy.
Does
If you're
does
gonna
any
say it
does-
wrong, you might as well not say it wrong.
does anybody else sleep at the farm overnight, or is it just you?
Why, me and the staff try to maintain standard operating hours. So generally between the hours of 7 to 8 through to about 3 in the morning, not 3 in the morn, we're, at our pillows. Which is how the first couple of nights passed us by, how the first couple of killings were taking place. We didn't have anyone patrol and see.
Do your workers also sleep on the property, or is it just you?
Yeah, I try to put all of my stuff up. It's good for morale.
I turn to number 1 and start speaking in Celestial. Could be one of them. They could have contracted lycanthropy when it happens when they're asleep.
I'll respond in Celestial. Yeah, that was my thinking too. If there's no sign of entry or exit, it's somebody on staff. Or this could be an insurance scam.
Once they're asleep, we'll let the others know. But they're also to have an eye kept on.
We'll do what we can. There's enough of us here.
Well, I'll go set up a tent and prepare, and then I'll do a perimeter check, and then I'm going to take a nap until the evening.
Real quick, someone roll me a 1d16. 1d15, sorry.
It's like, whoa, that's a very specific number. And that was
Yeah.
a very specific one too.
11.
I think this is funny.
You
Was
die.
it me? Was I the lycanthrope?
He almost rolled Celestial, but no, his second language is deep speech for some reason.
Oh, well, now we know who's doing it.
This
Okay, he doesn't
explains
understand
everything.
what you're saying.
I was waiting for that reveal. I'm glad he didn't get it. Excuse me. That's what happens when you don't sleep.
Alright, sorry, I was too busy looking up languages. What was Guzrock doing?
I'm going to, whenever we're done talking with them, I'm going to set up a tent, and then I'm gonna walk around the perimeter. No, I'm gonna walk around the perimeter first, then set up the tent and nap. But basically, I just want to walk around the sides. I want to look at the fences to see if there's like any claw marks or something, if something's climbing over, or
Yeah.
digging, or if there's any like just any indication that something not human has been coming and going.
That is rather an interesting question. The bloke does talk your ear off, and then he gives you a full, like, walking tour of the farm, and pretty much everything you can see is what the farm consists of. But as you're going, why don't you give me a perception check, if you please?
Okay, yeah. 19.
Yeah. So, when you're wandering around the yak pen, I can't remember if I gave the main bloke a name, I don't think I did. You're up to, say, here or so. You probably didn't see that, so I'll just move you over there. You're probably up to there or so, but you think you might see something? Like a couple of scratches, but they're very, very sleek. Having a closer look, you also stumble across some red linen fibers.
Was anybody wearing red linen? Or does this red linen fibers smell like saturated blood linen fibers? If I sniff it.
It smells. It doesn't smell like blood, though. It smells like, sweat and something else that may have been secreted.
I'm gonna taste it. Does it taste like human?
Negatory. You have a firm knowledge of what human tastes like.
Apparently I do.
But yeah, tasting it, it's difficult to tell because these are just like strips of fabric. But it doesn't taste like, the juicy humans you're used to.
I will take the fibers back, I'll show it to everyone, and I want to take another look at the carcasses and see if like the little claw marks on the fence match any markings on the bodies.
Yeah. Having another look at it, why don't you give me a medicine, and I'll let Jordan have another crack at it if she wants as well.
Medicine?
Yeah.
And I do inform them of the claw marks as well.
Sorry.
I do inform them of the claw marks and stuff as well in the fabric.
Yeah.
Does that give Jordan advantage?
She's already had a decent look over them, so to some degree of the imagination, she knows what she's looking for. Plus, you do mention the claw mark, so yeah, I'll give it to her.
23.
Yay!
As I was saying earlier, you find that these corpses are kind of mixing and matching in regards of what may have killed them. Like the first one is just desecrated pieces, which you can surmise was probably ripped apart and eaten. And even having a decent look, there aren't claw marks per se, or that's a lie. There are a couple on the leathery, hairy flank, but most of the open pieces of flesh seem to have been ripped apart by a very sharp mouth, very pointy teeth. However, moving on to some of the other creatures, specifically the drained ones, that strikes you as really, really strange. Having a closer look and moving some hair and stuff aside, you can find some entry piercing marks, about an inch or so wide, where the creature has seemingly been stabbed, and that is, for the most part, the only wound on this creature.
I eye Aldred suspiciously.
Oh, is Aldrich
What?
the killer? Let's get him.
I was with you the whole time.
Can you prove that?
Yes, I repeatedly mocked things.
That's true, you did.
I don't know. That sounds like my cynical kind of attitude.
But I did it while singing.
I haven't heard you sing once. I draw my sword.
Take out my
Um,
bagpipes. Don't make me threaten you with a really bad time.
Oh no.
Let me threaten you with a bad time.
Listen,
I play these. There's no indication I play them
down
well.
the road of fucking around and finding out.
Do I get to watch?
I put my kilt on.
Moving on to the third or fourth corpse. Specifically, this is another one that's seemingly been drained of its essence. Digging around its wounds, which there are only two or three. Digging into one of them, you find a shard of something otherworldly. It doesn't look like a claw, or it doesn't look like any material that you'd rip out of a creature that you're familiar with. It is closer to a metallic substance, but it's still very strange.
Okay, well, this is strange.
Do you have any idea what it is?
I have no clue what it is. Can I look at it closer to try and figure out what it is?
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
This is gonna go amazing.
Amazing.
6.
Yeah, you rolled badly. I don't have to make up something on the spot. Yeah, it is. It's a really weird material. It's halfway metallic, but you also get the impression that it might be like chitinous or carapace or any number of weird things. It's
I
definitely
don't know, it's just weird.
what caused this wound, and to that extent, it is also hollow. Like, ranging from the point, but that's about all you can get out of
Does
it.
it look like a needle?
A little bit, yeah.
It
Except
kind of looks like
jagged.
a needle.
When I see it, with my abyssal heritage, would I have heard or have any idea what kind of creature this may be if it is indeed what I'm thinking it is. And what role would it
Man, I don't know how to fucking answer that. Yeah, give me a knowledge check. I don't even know what. Maybe just religion, I suppose.
be? Alright.
Or arcana.
I'm equally amazing at both.
Or even nature. I'm not sure.
Oh, I mean, in that case, 11.
Yeah, it's very difficult to place. You know, there are creatures that get their primary sustenance from piercing and draining other things, but it's difficult to tell. You've never actually, like, dissected one of these creatures. This very well could be from a hellbeast or a fucking demon spawn or something from the deep sea or any number of things. But yeah, you can't place it just from this little this little shard of bit, for lack of a better word.
Which of these corpses are the oldest? Which ones are the freshest?
The one that was rendered into several tiny chunks and seemingly devoured, that's the oldest.
Does it look?
And
Which
oops,
ones are
sorry.
the newest? Which ones are the newest corpses?
There's two that look kind of equally fresh. One is a boar that's had 4 chunks ripped out of its flank, with, as you found earlier, a dangerously sharp mouth or claws, and a yak that was similarly drained. But they both look to be relatively fresh.
It looks like they started out a little more animalistic, and they've evolved.
It could be different creatures, or it could be the same creatures with a needle face and claws.
I guess we'll find out when the sun goes down.
Well, I'm going to rest until then. The guards should probably be patrolling in pairs instead of alone.
Yeah, I like it. And on that note, are we up to our break, or am I just fucking being silly?
We're close enough. It's 23
Well.
minutes in, so it's fine. We can cut it a little early. Everybody get up, take 10, stretch, refocus, and we'll come back to go kill some lycanthropes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe some
This
vampires.
lycanthrope
Lycanthrope
necromancer that is
Necromancer.
summoning yak vampires.
Yes, yak vampires.
Yakety,
Well,
yak.
specifically, we can come
Don't
back
bite
and kill
that.
time because
I
Kay's
do
not here.
I do hope it's
Listen,
not
we
there.
can still kill vampire yaks while Kay's not here.
Yeah.
You're doing milestone EXP after all. Cough, wink, nudge.
No, I'm fucking not.
Oh, well, you said we could level up if we kill a party member, so we all voted that Envy has to die.
No, I said you can get 26 experience points
That's
if you
exactly
kill a party
what we
member.
need to get to level 5.
No, but we did love.
No, it is not. That's exactly what you needed to get to
Oh
level
no,
4.
even better. Here, look. We'll kill Envy, then you bring her back if she gets injured right before she dies by the lycanthrope. Now she comes back as a cool werewolf,
Yeah, her
like
CR
monk
her
case,
CR
warlock,
would become significantly higher if she died as a werewolf.
and she carries us through the game. It's great.
Mm.
Envy, they will walk us through the valley of the shadow of death.
Anyways, everybody get up,
During-
stretch, take some time. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll put the stuff up. Boop. Nope, those those are the wrong buttons. Oh, there we go.
And when I first read your message, I was like, reading material? What? They were just some ledgers from a cart. I probably didn't even keep them.
Oh no.
And then I was like, oh, I forgot I had that.
Yeah.
I'm not so easily swayed as some others.
False. Jordan will be corrupted before Lorian will. Lorian's like, I'm sorry, I've turned evil. Jordan's like, yeah, I've been that for like 5 days now. Can we go get something to eat?
You're almost a week late to the party.
Alderic beat us both there. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. He just stabbed an orphanage to death. Like, the whole orphanage. It's like, the dagger was thirsty and it wouldn't leave me alone. But what about Guzrak? He ate the orphans when Alderic was done. It's all part of the plan. It's okay, when I make evil Calendria the Illrigger, it'll be great.
I'm positive.
Are you really sure?
Yes. I know how to stand behind my convictions, unlike other party members.
Look, see, I don't know what's going on, and it just makes it
He's
better.
trying to get me to read that demon book.
Look, I'll read the demon
Spoilers!
book. Just give me the demon book.
No! I don't trust you with the demon book. You have a demon knife that sucks blood.
You have no idea if it's a demon knife. You just know that
I just call it a demon knife.
that blood happens to go to it when I stab somebody. There's no correlation with causation here.
Correlation does not mean causation, which means I can call it a demon knife and it doesn't need to be a demon knife.
Well, that just means you're wrong then.
But if loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right.
We'll never be right if loving Dino is wrong.
Never. We will never.
It's the only way to live.
Listen, I will live and die by that code.
Why is it on Saturday I always forget to take my goddamn pill so on time?
Because you are too busy playing the hit game Raid Shadow Legends. No. Final Fantasy 47.
Look, I may have been looking up Final Fantasy 14 memes the entire lunch break, or like the entire break, but still.
I know what the ladies like. Final Fantasy memes.
So you know what I was meant to do during this break? I was meant to fucking, make
you,
a map.
You got distracted, I see.
Make a token. Yeah, I got distracted.
You didn't get very far at all. That's
Hey.
fine. I'll allow it.
I did find an image for this farmhand looking motherfucker.
Oh, did you?
Yes. Now I'm just in the slow process of making a token and stuff like that.
And like somebody announcing that they're 2 days from retirement, he's going to immediately kill said farmhand, so the art will be really cool for all of 23 seconds.
Listen, just because he happens to be the lycanthrope doesn't mean that you need to treat him so badly.
No, see, the farmhand's not. It's the sleepy soldier.
You know what? That's why he healed so quickly. He didn't need our magic at all.
You know for a fact that this was allegedly happening before the guards got here.
So it is the farm guy.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Hey, no, that guard could have asked to sign up there, so he was much closer to the food he was getting.
If it's what I think or thought it was, we're dead.
What do you think her thought it was?
It's envy.
Oh, well, I mean, we should take her down.
I'm okay with that.
The one demon that's just a giant fly that drinks your blood.
Oh shit! Could it be? Make it that. Let's do that. That sounds awesome.
I don't know what that is. Unless you're talking about Beelzebubs or whatever the fuck it's called.
Beelzebubs.
I mean,
listen, we have a bard. We can challenge him to a rock off.
I mean, maybe like I'll just enthralling performance his ass. It'll be fine.
Listen, we'll take down his music with our music.
I don't remember what it is, but it is. Oh, Kazmi.
I mean, though to be fair, it didn't work for Jack Black and Kyle Gass.
Technically, it did.
Well, no, they lost the rock off. They just went through a loophole to beat Satan.
I mean, technically, they still won.
As a matter of fact, the exact wording was, "You guys are fucking lame."
That's true. Oh, God.
Come on, kids, you're coming with me.
Let me tell you, seeing that live was awesome.
Oh man, I wish I could have seen that. All I know is like half the time when they do their live shows, it's Dave Grohl playing Satan.
Oh God, who was it?
Yeah,
who was it?
That's who played Satan.
Because he usually plays Satan for them unless they're doing like a tour, because half the time Dave Grohl's busy on stuff, but when they're like...
Yeah, he plays in like fucking 7 bands, of course he's busy.
I hope he's busy. If he's not, that dude has like a fucking Harry Potter time turner and he's just going back every day to like do a new performance.
He's in fucking Queens of the Stone Age as well.
Oh God, I feel old. Oh, that BlizzCon was in 2010. Oh.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it like their first BlizzCon?
Yeah.
Because that's how they were like, yeah, we got fucking Tenacious D, and I was like, wow, that's so cool, guys. And now I look back at like,
I was there for that one.
27Me was a fucking loser. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I mean, not for them.
I got to go to that one, and I got to go to the one for the announcement for Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah.
So when ETC debuted the Death Knight song, that was cool.
Yeah.
That's still a really good song.
Good old Sam Kitty Diddler. I mean,
I wish they didn't stop playing for them. ETC was great. They just kind of gave up on that bit, like most of their good stuff.
Aww. But also not wrong.
But okay, nobody's telling me if Dave Grohl was in that BlizzCon.
Well,
I'm pretty sure he was.
It was a skinny guy playing Satan in that.
Actually, yeah, it was. Dave Grohl was playing drums for it though, but someone else took the Satan role.
Yeah, it was a skinny guy in a suit.
If memory serves.
He's popped up before though.
Scott Adsit. Okay, in the TV series, and Dave Grohl does the Pick of Destiny and the tribute music video. Okay, at live concerts, he's portrayed by J.R. Reed from 2006 to 2010, and then by Mike Bray from 2016 onward.
So yeah, it would be that.
Well, okay, there's a 6-year gap where nobody's playing it.
You may not have they may not have done anything. But yeah, so it would have been that guy for that one then. Cool.
That's right. Wasn't Dave Grohl playing drums because the Foo Fighters were doing something too?
Yeah. It's whoever this chap is. I found a picture of it. This lad.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're back. Right, Shane? Are we back?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go along with it and pretend I totally made a token and
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. These are quality tokens. These are really good tokens.
What's the command to enlarge a token?
Control Z. Or either Control or Alt Z. One or the other.
That doesn't seem to have done anything.
It's Alt Z. Alt Z. Did you get it?
There it goes. Yeah,
That
that's what
look
the main
that doesn't look
farm
like a
bloke.
farm earner at all. He looks
Well,
like
sorry, I was
he
trying
looks
to
like,
looks like
he
him.
looks like a fucking boss character.
He looks like
Pinterest
a
doesn't
beefy
like
Robin
fucking
Hood.
strongmen.
Listen, clearly the answer here is that Jordan and I need to take him inside for some hard questioning.
Right?
But yeah, that's what the bloke looks like. Or rather, he is equally built.
Give him a very thorough interrogation.
Yeah, we're not coming out until we have the bottom of this mystery. So hope he.
Alright, so suddenly the party became Guzrock and Eldroic. How do you guys tackle this, beast?
Gotta go.
I particularly want these lazy guards to be in pairs, because I want to be not away from everybody, but away enough that I'm singled out that I make a good target, so I don't have to chase whatever the fuck this thing is down. Don't know if it'll work, but hey.
Yeah, it's certainly a fair call. Plus, they've already lost one guard. They are more than willing to buddy up. So, during most of the day, they, use the buddy system. And one bloke guards the door, because if it's going to attack, it's going to attack the pens, it's not going to attack the door.
I'll be resting most of the day, so I don't get exhausted.
Yep, I take it everyone else is going to have a bit of a nap, have a bit of a question time.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a question time with this guy. That's
we're gonna take a long rest. Yeah.
Sounds good. How long does this last?
8 hours. Wait, what?
Detect magic. 10 minutes. Okay.
Alright, just had to slide into Dido's DMs real quick.
Oh no.
And
No.
no.
Alright.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely positive.
I want lycanthropy.
So what would a dragonborn look like? Becomes a werewolf.
You know what? I had a turtle that almost got turned into a were-rat. That would have been that would have been cool, but she got cured before she actually turned into a were-rat.
Alright, yeah, private messages aside, you guys all set up the big old fucking tent that Guzrock's been carrying around. It's like 100 kilos of tarp, but he's a big boy. You set that thing up just out back, it's probably over here. And all get into a bit of a cuddle pile as you take a bit of a nap.
Puppy pile.
Yeah, you did. No, you probably would have arrived
Uh-oh, did we lose
at the farm at about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so
apparently
you're able to get a decent bit of a rest into before it actually gets dark. And I won't say you take the full 8 hours. That's not here nor there.
We lost connection briefly. Anybody who can hear us, refresh so you show up in the chat for all the wonderful views, all that good stuff. Sorry, there was connection problem apparently. We're good now.
Don't know why Twitch keeps trying to fucking get me to watch XQC. Fuck off.
Fuck off with that shit.
But yeah, as I was saying, you're able to get down and have a bit of a decent rest. Nothing amazing happens during it. You hear some yaks burrowing at each other, and some, grunting from the boars, but that's natural. You get used to it after about 20 minutes. But it starts to get dark. You probably rouse around twilight, which, for you, those of you out of the know, that's like the brief couple of seconds between light and dark.
Well, it's usually like 45 minutes to an hour, depending on time of year.
Yeah.
I love
But
12
yeah,
an hour.
around the twilight, you start to rouse, get out of the tent, put on your gear, all that fun jazz, presumably. Unless you want to run into battle naked, but
I would rather not.
As I am not a monk or barbarian, I would not like to either.
What are we doing?
Running
envy
into
is our
battle,
father.
not I would say not running into battle naked.
Oh,
We're getting dressed.
I mean, my armor's gonna take a while, but sure. Jordan, help me get my gear on.
Only if you help me get mine on. And we're putting it on this time.
Fine. We swap panties first.
Okay. And we'll help each other get our armors on. I think hers is harder than mine. I just have a breastplate.
Yeah, yours is technically medium armor, whereas Lorian's is heavy, so that's a 1 minute and 5 minute
Yeah.
donning time, respectively, I think.
Technically, it's only chainmail, so
It shouldn't be that difficult, but it follows the rules of heavy armor for some
yeah.
reason.
it's like the way the rules work. Yes, it does take that long. Like I imagine it's mostly chainmail.
Yeah.
Look, in this world, armor is a lot easier to put on.
It's like a chainmail set. You have to put on the quicksand.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Got to put on the chainmail panties and the chainmail breastplate.
It's mostly chainmail, and there's probably other metal bits to segment it, but it's not the only. It's not just a chain shirt.
Well, as we've been playing some fucking Final Fantasy lately, it's probably like chainmail underneath and then like 17 belts over top.
Hell yeah,
That's fair.
so many belts.
It's like,
I'm sure Jordan is very well versed in helping Lorian take her armor off and putting it back on.
Yeah, there you go. That's the argument for.
More so the former than the latter, but yeah, she knows. She knows about heavy armor. It's fine. And there's nothing really pressing at the moment anyway. It's still slightly before dark. You've got no rush. By now, most of the staff have wrapped up. They've watered all the crops, fed all the yaks and boars, and done their basic maintenance, and now they're just about to settle down for the night. They usually knock off pretty early, but they also wake up very, very early as per farm life. So they will be sitting down to dinner or something like that, and I need to make a name for this guy. I don't know, fucking
Jack Swallows.
No.
But it has an E at the end, so it's not lewd.
I like it. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna call him Jax.
Yeah.
And I've made it 2 hours into this session before opening my fucking notes for the day. So go me.
Go you.
What important points have I missed out on?
Lycanthropes mostly.
This is called the Boartuft Farm. I even highlighted that and put it in bold, but
Sweet.
and they still didn't give me a name for the bloke, but yeah, Jax. I don't know, Jax fucking Trelg.
Yeah, you won't name him Jack Swallows, but he's Jack's fucking okay.
Or, I don't know, Jack's Oft.
Nailed it.
Yeah, fuck it. His name is Jack's Oft. Anyway, Jax and friends inside. They probably offer you guys some dinner if you want to take it. Just a couple of pots of like vegetable meat goop.
How's the taste?
Have you ever eaten yak before?
No, that's why I was curious if it was delicious.
Well, yeah, nor have I, but I can assume it's similar to mutton in the sense that it's quite fatty, so it runs out into the stew and makes for a decent tasting stew. But, you know, the chunks of meat are a bit like, I wouldn't say chewy, but they're cooked off in such a way that, you know, they're a bit soft and it just rips apart when you bite it.
I asked the recipe to improve upon it later.
These are simple farmers. The recipe is all vegetables into pot of water.
Let it
Good
sit
first
for
step.
days. And
Yeah.
you keep adding. It's the old Irish recipe. You just keep adding shit to the pot.
Continual communal pot or whatever the fuck it is. You know, oh, we killed a yak today. Fucking, in it goes. Oh, we had a good turn of fucking crops. Couple of fucking carrots.
Throw some bits in there.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's not bad. Could use with some salt or pepper, if not both. But they are likely to hit the hay for the night. Do you want to try and ask them some questions, or what is the plan?
So tell us honestly, what is the likelihood that these are lycanthropes somehow infiltrated your farm?
Well, why don't you start by clarifying just what a lycanthrope is?
A werewolf, mostly. Doesn't seem like the type of thing a rat or a bear would do.
Care to elaborate further?
It's a humanoid that transforms into a wolf-like monster. It's probably what's eating your animals, especially if there's no sign of forced entry.
That might be concerning, friend, but
Yeah, you got any
It's
bite scars on you by chance?
you're welcome to have a more thorough look this evening, but not to my knowledge.
Alright, Jordan, mark down thorough investigation.
You got it. Thorough investigation.
Alright.
Bite mark.
What about any of your other farm hands? Anybody of them get a sudden but unnatural bite anywhere?
As far as I can tell, they've all been in good health, but these men aren't weak-willed individuals. Scratches and scrapes don't tend to concern them. You're welcome to have a look at them as well. Though,
I think we could check about 5 to 10 at a time.
sorry, Gazrock, what was that?
You gotta fuck all of them to be sure.
I did say we could check about 5 to 10 at a time.
Yes, we can.
It's good for morale.
You're good for morale.
Your face is good for morale.
Damn right it is.
Now, besides gazing upon this here body, are there any other questions you'd like to ask me, staff?
Is there a Mrs. Disgruntled Farmhand? Wait, no. Important questions. Hey, why don't you actually know what's going on here at this farm?
Well, it's difficult to say. We were hoping the guards might be able to turn over something, but the only relevant information they've told me is that something came in the night. They didn't get a good look at it because the fog rolled in at the same time.
See, I told you.
Apparently dragged
Abandoned
young
carriages in the
away.
fog.
You know, there's a very good chance that we've ended up in a faraway place called Barovia.
All the while,
Barovia,
on the other side of the
stupid
table
son.
is the Strad fucking Barovia fucking I don't know. I can't remember his name.
Stradron Zarovich.
Stradron Zarovich, yeah.
I didn't get the
He's
whole
just sitting
time.
there eating his soup.
Don't look at me.
Spits it out, son of a bitch, blaspheming again.
He's like, ah, shit, the jig is up.
The jig is up.
The Shane's
I
like,
don't
you
get
fools.
Barovia anymore.
Shane's just like, you fools. You've just been slowly being brought into a Curse of Strahd game this whole time. Get bamboozled.
I don't run Barovia anymore. It's some work.
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
this thing used the fog to its advantage.
There, I'm
Reached
gonna
out
kill
with
the
something.
music bot, 'cause it keeps
Some
hiccuping too.
Some sort of limb or some such, and drag skips away to his doom. But that's all we know at this point in time. I'm glad I gave this character my hangover voice.
Hmm.
Anyhow, if that be all, I'll leave you to the nightly watch.
Yeah, we probably
Welcome
should
to
do
the amenities of the house. Just don't go stomping around unless it's urgent.
Well, do thank you for your
Oh, I'll-
hospitality.
I will definitely be stomping into your room later.
that.
We.
That is considered urgent. But yeah, he finishes his meal and bids you good night and steps away.
I'm gonna go on patrol. And she just kind of head motions for Jordan.
Yeah. She guzzles up the rest of what's left.
Luckily enough, it's still only just getting dark.
That's fine.
So,
We got enough time.
yeah,
Has it-
nothing is happening at the moment that you know of. Gazrock and Aldroic, your party just became quite small.
You still have Envy there to entertain you.
It's okay, look, I've seen enough Scooby-Doo episodes to know what's going on.
Oh, and on that note, at some point during the dinner, Envy disappeared.
Well, there you go.
Is the book of forbidden, this needs to be turned into the church still here?
Jordan.
But it is
You
a
have
monk,
that,
could be
that
sneaky
dead book, don't you?
thiefy.
Yes. She should.
Are you sure? Do you want to get back and maybe read a couple pages?
If he's trying to get me to read a couple pages, then I've got the book.
And he's
Yes,
like,
you
look,
still
I'm
have
just
the
looking
book.
for the brownie recipe. Give me a break.
There very well may be a brownie recipe in there, friends.
Okay, let me read the book.
Brownie recipe, I need this for my restaurant. It's important.
As long as it's a brownie recipe and not chocolate pie.
Alright, so, while the two holy folk are otherwise
Interrogating.
disposed, yes, interrogating or
Canoodling.
investigating,
Thoroughly looking for bite marks.
Very thorough.
Gazrock and Aldroic, you guys are actually doing your job,
Whoa, hold
I
on.
assume.
Hold on, sir. We're doing our job too. We're making sure he's not a lycanthrope.
Yeah.
It's fine. They can enjoy
Finger
their
quotes.
job.
You know, Ren, I was talking about that fucking sandwich just last night.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna post out somewhat somewhat not too far away, but separated enough that I'm near, but could be a potential target for whatever this is. And if it can fly, I'm gonna keep an eye out, just peer up at the canopy of the trees and stuff.
Yeah. Alrighty, give me a D20. We'll see what happens tonight.
9.
Yeah. As you're walking around, you hear a few things from the forest over yonder. You hear a couple of howls, a couple of, chits and chatters, but nothing threatening to your knowledge. And for the most part, the night stays like that for quite some time. It passes relatively uneventfully. And about 3 hours in, Jordan and Lorian eventually return.
Did he have any bite marks?
Did he have it? Did he have any?
None
I mean,
before.
when you guys
Did
were
he have
finished,
any-
yes, he had some bite marks.
He knew bite marks. Yeah. It's...
But no, he didn't have any bite marks to begin with.
Sorry, I get a little mouthy when I get excited.
It's entirely understandable. Keep doing what you're doing, doll.
Right. Yes. So clearly he's not a lycanthrope. And I say that as I push a silver coin into his butt. Cheeks. Just right on the cheek.
Just, for safekeeping.
Hold that there.
The night is still relatively young, and you've got the rest of the crew to interrogate.
Yeah, but does his butt react to the silver?
No, it does not react to the silver.
What about an electrum?
He gets scared and suddenly decides that he doesn't want to fuck you guys anymore.
That's fine, we got ours. Let's go.
But yeah, as I was saying to Guzrock,
Rude.
the night passes relatively uneventfully. There are some unsettling noises that come from the canopy, but nothing swoops down. Most of the herd all of the herd rather remains in perfect shape.
And those unsettling noises, do any of them sound like words in a particular language?
That is actually a good question that I did not anticipate. Yeah, what languages do you speak, Guzrock?
Abyssal, Common, Minotaur.
I like that.
Particularly, do I hear Abyssal?
Give me a perception check. I'll give you something regardless because that was a very good question, but I just want to see how much you get.
Yeah. Oh, it's just
Okay, you get a middling amount. From the outskirts, you hear a whisper that goes along the lines of Envy. And then it repeats. And then it fades away. Later on, in a different voice, or a different dialect more specifically, you hear fade. Both of these are distant whispers, however.
feed me?
The first one was envy.
Envy.
They're not here.
And the second one was feed.
Okay, got it.
These were in two different, from what you can tell, two different voices. But that is the only oddity that occurs during the night. The night passes, and soon the sun begins to arise. Equally, all the staff, Jax and his crew, are up nice and early to see to the day's chores.
Well, that was boring.
Sorry?
All heads accounted for?
Yes.
Okay. When we reconvene, before going to bed for the day, or eating, or doing whatever we do, I'm going to just gather the group up and say, I heard a couple things last night. No attacks.
Something loud slamming against the farmhouse walls.
Something got inside the house.
Or did something get inside the house?
There were screams of terror and something about Electron.
Everybody should be afraid of Electrum.
Yeah.
It's a very sensible fear.
Why did you let Electrum into the house? Okay. Seriously though, I think we're dealing with demons.
What makes you say that?
I can speak and understand this one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask you about that later.
I have to ask you about it?
No, we're gonna have to ask you about it.
That I understand the missile?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I heard harsh whispering. Not from the same thing. One was hunting someone we met that is no longer here. And the other is craving to feed.
That sounds very ominous.
Yep. The first voice was calling out menacingly to envy, and the other voice was calling out menacingly to anything with blood.
Did it sound like they were looking for them in a good way or bad?
Sounded like they were looking in a bad way.
So should we go do something about it?
Well, there were two different voices.
Should we go do something about them?
Well, we could try hunting them ourselves, or we can continue to post out here until whatever it is gets hungry enough to attack. Both have their merits and their drawbacks.
Alright, so I'm gonna need at least 50 kegs of explosive powder and all of the yaks brought out to the field. This
That
idea
sounds really
is
dangerous. Let's do it.
no, it's actually going to work out just fine. What we're going to do is we're going to implant gunpowder into all of the yaks, so that when these things come to feed on them, we can just launch a fireball into the center of them, and the surrounding explosion will not only wipe out the farm, but the things threatening it.
That's right. If there's no farm, they can't.
You've
attack.
taken the change very well, Lorian.
Listen, if the farm doesn't exist, there can't be things to threaten it.
But we also
Hey, that's the simplest solution. Just kill everyone on the farm.
It's the Burning Legion approach. It's just, well, if the universe is destroyed,
It's also the
Well-
Payday 2 original stealth approach. You can't call the cops if everyone's dead.
Listen,
Maybe-
I was just going for the Halo approach. If you don't have a thing to feed the flood will die.
Well, maybe we should check the southeast corner of the yak pen. I have a feeling we'll find Envy there.
That's oddly specific. Let's do it.
Okay.
Wouldn't hurt.
Again.
Never mind, she just disappeared.
Oh, she's gone. Well, all right.
She just disappeared.
But there are conveniently a bunch of like yak skeletons right in that corner where they used to be.
Well, whatever is hunting Envy, it is probably does not know that they are gone.
Oh,
So is still probably watching this area.
so you're saying Envy should have been our bait?
Probably. Well, for one of them anyway.
Ah, damn. You need to put
Two
that on
separate
that kid.
ones.
I mean, I'm the smallest of the group now at this point. Maybe I can just stand in the middle of the field and see if something tries to eat me.
I am also pretty juicy. This thing was going after yaks.
Yeah, but you're pretty big.
I am pretty big. I'm hung. Oh, you mean me? Yes, I am.
You're pretty swole. I mean, we can't really track voices if you heard them hours ago.
I considered approaching them, but that seemed like a bad idea with everyone indisposed, without warning people. So this time, if you want, if I hear the voices again, I can try to discern where they are.
Well, direction would be nice. At least give us some kind of direction to go looking.
Alright. Well, it sounds like we have a plan for tonight then.
Yeah.
I think Jordan would hang out around the yak pen on the second night. Not inside, but around the outside.
Goose Rock will hang out like
Like here.
60 feet from. Oh no, I'll hang out where in this area. So that'll be mine. If it wants to go after something big or something small, then we have two options, and we're still relatively close by.
Yeah. So, are you guys parking up for the day, having a bit of a sleep, and then resuming with the night shift?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Yeah. Someone give me a d20 if you please.
Yeah. 19.
Ooh, beautiful.
Let's fuck around and find out, y'all.
Paul has been resurrected and he's pissed.
Yeah.
Hello, raid.
Ray.
Wait, hey.
Chaos with 20 people. Hello.
Hmm,
Raid
hello.
night.
You guys rolled in just as something funny was about to happen.
Right,
Well,
it's the
no,
great
not funny.
stuff.
I shouldn't say that.
Don't be crazy. This is great. Hi guys,
Great.
welcome.
We're definitely not gonna die.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming by.
But during the night, if you guys would please move around to where you might be patrolling, that would be much appreciated.
I am
Come
keeping
on.
an eye out.
Yep.
So if I need to roll perception, I will.
Oh,
Algeric will do the same up here, where like, little barn where all the things are kept. And
I'll be patrolling like on the a little more boldly. I'll be kind of like patrolling the outsides.
I'll go the opposite direction. We'll meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Perceptions, you say?
Yeah, give me those there perceptions, friendos.
Hey, I continue to not suck.
Yay!
ooh, wow, damn, we did pretty good squad
Not
today.
so bad, y'all.
From what I can see, Lorian is still in the room with the bloke.
I haven't moved it.
Do I need to
We just have a set piece here. What do you want from me? Here, I'll be over here.
She was peering
cool.
out with the spyglass from the window. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I definitely kicked Jordan out to stay with this guy. Come
Exactly. That's
Come
exactly
on.
what happened.
on. Come
Yeah,
on.
you guys all rolled really fucking well.
Yeah.
So, everyone, well, every important person at the farm
Wow.
hears.
I'll sit out, I guess.
You stand back up, Dal. But yeah, everyone hears. Thunder. But Jordan is the only one to see the fog rolling in from the south. Actually, Guzrock can see it a little bit as well. Fog rolls in down over the yak pen, and then
I'm gonna-
suddenly,
Okay.
out of
Do I have
the
time to
fog-
do something when I see the fog come in?
yeah, you've probably got 12 seconds before what I'm about to say.
Yep. Light on a stone and I throw it up in the air.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm seeing the fog. I'm gonna hop the fence.
All right. Yeah, take one move action towards the fog, and then I'll tell you what fun things happen.
I think.
And the other two are both alerted by that whisper and Jordan's stone. All the guards see what is essentially a flare, and they stand to attention as well. So that's actually a very good idea.
Can the rest of us make a move action as well?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Oh, a dash.
That's all right. So yeah,
And then in an epistle, I'm gonna call back. Where are you?
yes. All right, everyone's taken their move actions, have they? It looks like it. Yes. Out of that fog, everyone gets a decent head start to start moving towards it, but Jordan sees, or rather, she hears a slight thunk, or a whistling, as something flies out of the fog and impales this yak here.
Oh, shit.
Wait, which yak?
This one here.
Ah, that poor one right here. Okay. Oh no!
It gets hit, and a fraction of a second later, it gets hit by a second thing, and it falls over dead. This yak makes a baroo and moves that way a little bit.
Did I see what did it? Or did I just see the yak die?
You saw something come out of the fog, and then the fog starts to part slightly as... Let's see if I set this up correctly. I did not, fuck it, I'll just show you the icon. That works too. As something emerges.
Oh, fun.
It blends well with the fog. But there are tentacles and spikes coming out of this cloud.
I'm
like
so far away from the tentacles.
I was wrong. I don't know what that is.
Can I eat it?
Can I eat
This
it?
is something I made custom just for you guys.
Love it.
And everyone, something is attacking this farm. Something has killed a yak. It intends to not devour, it intends to feast upon it. Everyone roll initiative.
I'm so far away.
Good.
Yeah. Oh.
It gives me time to kill
Nice.
Jordan before you can get there.
Oh god, I'm
No.
so far away.
Ah, shit, I didn't fucking open the fucking turn tracker, sorry.
How painful it is that I have a 5 to my initiative and I still get beaten by the -2.
There we go. I can be last and far away.
But hey, I rolled past the 10. Today's a good day.
Today's a good
Yeah.
day to die.
No,
Today's
just a good day.
Alright. I'm gonna zoom the map in a little bit, and once we get closer, the rest of us will file in unless something dramatic happens.
Alrighty. Guzrock! Something has emerged from the fog. It has thrown 2 spines at a nearby yak. It has killed it outright. It is attacking this farm. You get the impression that this is the beast you've been hunting all along.
I go, oh
And
my
it is
god,
now
I
your
never
turn.
get to go first.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do a victory dance!
Yeah. I'll move 30 feet, and then I think I am. I think I'm in range. I'm in. 5, 10, 20, 30. Yes, I am. Just barely. I'm taking out my teleporty sword. I'm gonna use it.
Is that steel wind, is it?
Yes, it is. Oh,
Yeah,
I can do this now.
Give me 1 straight up attack, and then give me 4 more that only hit for modifier damage.
Only hit for modifier damage. Alright, so 15.
Yeah, so it'd only be 3 damage for each hit.
Okay.
And the first one hits. The second one does not. The third one does. The fourth one does not. The fifth one does. And I think you rolled 1 too many. I
Yeah.
think.
1, 2,
Yeah.
4, 5. You're right, I did.
That's okay. The last one would have missed anyway. But the first attack, you pull out this sword. It's tiny in your hand. Oh, your big, strong hands. But then suddenly, something you'd never see happening. Guzrock goes fast. He disappears. Or actually, you can describe it however you like.
Nice.
Tell me what happens when you activate Steel Wind.
I'm charging with the sword, or I'm charging, and even though the sword is smaller, like I whip it out like a kind of like a just a long knife, and I go to stab like I'm aiming for the air, and I stab the air, but then I teleport and the sword's in it.
Beautiful. And then you slash into it 4 more times.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so dirty.
Yeah, unfortunately, the actual attack was, you roll a 1. But even then, that is 4, 7, 10. Yeah, 10 magic damage, which cleaves into this cloud. You still don't know what it is, but there are tentacles out of it, and you cut into one of them, and you think you get a damn good hit. Is there anything else?
In the Abyssal, I say, "Are you food?" And that's it.
That's pretty rude to ask somebody.
Are you food?
Yeah, and then it uses one of its legendary
Oh
actions.
no.
Oh.
Well, shit.
Finger of death.
It
Good
uses
game,
explosion.
And suddenly, your sword is no longer in your hands. It's comfortably where you left it in your bag.
Oh.
You're currently weaponless.
Alright, Music Bot, what the fuck is going on with you today?
That is a pretty piss-poor use of a legendary action, but that's okay.
You can just make us sheathe our weapons?
Yes. And it quite possibly could do that to armor as well, but we'll see.
Oh no.
Aldruic! Guzrock is engaged what looks to be a hentai cloud in mortal combat!
Oh no, I'm so far away I can barely see the... I've already seen enough hentai to know what this is. So I guess I will I will double move up to get closer.
Also, inspiration to anyone that works out what I stole this creature from.
Can you make it bigger again?
There we go.
Phase... I shouldn't say that, that's a spoiler.
Said Phaser's
Oh.
a stud.
Only
I'll
if
post the
people
larger
know.
I'm already a
version
stud.
in Discord.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Alright. I'll allow it.
Okay, let's see. Is Guzrock close enough? Yes. Actually, wait, let me look. Okay, no, you are not.
Okay. A larger version is in Discord.
A larger version is in Discord.
But the cloud's in range.
All hail the glow cloud.
Vicious mockery for max damage.
Hey, this thing actually has fucking horrendous wisdom because I gave it 4s. And it doesn't give a shit anyway. It's rolling with a -2. It doesn't care about your insults. It's a fucking cloud.
Well, it's pretty. I mean, you got me there.
Alrighty, anything else, big man?
Nope, that is it.
Jordan, you were the first to spot this, but Guzrock was the first to engage it. What do you do?
I'm gonna first jump the fence.
Yeah, it's just simple enough. I'm just gonna say you can move through it.
Okay. I think that'll be close enough. Let me just double check. Yep. Sacred Flame.
Yep, roll it.
For craft damage with Sacred Flame.
It resists your sacred flame. The bolt of light pierces the cloud, but doesn't seem to hit anything internally.
Well. Shit. That'll be my turn.
Yep. Lorian, you're on the far side of the farm. You saw the distress flare go up.
I'm annoyed
You're
when I
running.
run. No. I hop on my scooter and get much faster. So I guess the
Man, too
That's
bad
fine.
you don't have that teleporting sword now.
I mean, that wouldn't really help unless I killed some guards along the way.
Kill this guy, then that yak over there, and
Yeah.
suddenly you're in melee. Almost in melee range next turn.
Suddenly I'm there. Yeah, double move, I'm done.
And now it is the cloud's turn. Man, I really didn't give it that much.
So give it more.
Oh, I will. Wait, I gave it fucking 3rd level spells? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Nothing, keep going.
Yes. Time to read what this does.
Fireball.
It deserves a well-cooked meal, Frost.
It's like now it can cook all the yaks and
This thing, for lack of a better word, is going to fire something out of its mass at Jordan. It's going to cast Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
17 to hit. Wait, what the fuck? That is not right. That's not rolling correctly.
Oh no.
It has a plus
It did.
14.
oh yeah, because it added 7 from the spell attack and the int itself. Basically added double rolls to it because it's the int plus proficiency, which is the spell attack, and then it added the spell attack a second time.
Yeah. So that's a natural roll of a 3, right?
Yeah.
3 plus 4.
Okay.
Maybe 10.
Plus proficiency.
3 plus 4 plus proficiency bonus, so yeah, 10 or 11 to hit.
No, that misses.
This Chaos Bolt
I
fires
will-
up wildly.
I like how the 2 hit is the thing we're worried about, not the damage.
I will say though,
And
there's-
it was fucking 7s.
and I hate to bring this up, but those are 2 7s, so it gets another attack.
Yep,
Ooh.
it bounces.
And I'm just gonna roll naturally.
It hits the ground and it bounces.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to go to Jordan, but it can bounce to something else.
Yeah, as long as
Fucking hell.
Wow!
And like Malatech,
Well,
this thing is fucking useless.
I mean, roll the damage to see if it bounces again, because that thing can go forever, technically. Unlikely, but... Nope. Okay.
No. It bounces off the sludge over here, and bounces into the sludge over there, and doesn't do anything. But that is its turn. Guzrock! This thing is apparently capable of casting spells.
Yep, and my sword is gone, so I'm gonna take out I'm gonna take out Reldane.
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 The DM wants you to use it.
Yeah, apparently. 17, 16.
Yeah, they both hit for some solid damage.
And I keep it! Action
Hey, nice.
surge! 12 and 23.
Unfortunately, the 13 slashing misses, but the 23 that hits for 4 more damage.
And then
Yeah, Gazrock is
And then
carving
I
into his
keep it.
thing and is keeping his weapon. Fucking, he is engaged in glorious combat and nothing is getting in his way. Is that your turn?
yes, I'm just laughing.
Good. Because at the end of your turn, this creature uses a legendary action to swap 2 enemies' places within 45 feet.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hello, Jordan, you're over here now.
Well, it's okay. I'm not scared of you. Now I can just inflict wounds.
Aldruic,
I don't have
your healer is engaged in glorious combat.
Yes, it's pretty cool. Now all my cool damage spells I finally picked up, I can't do because they're all AoE. So,
You're just not winning with just spell choices, are you?
give me 2 more levels, okay? When I go into Rogue, I'll actually be useful for a change. Oh good, I can actually do this now, so let me... I was like, wait, where's Lori?
Very far from here.
And Frost, you got the inspiration. You guessed it.
But did I guess it?
No, I did. It's from RuneScape.
Oh god.
Bonus points if you can guess exactly what boss.
You know that one.
Let's see, that's...
It'll be really obvious when I show you phase 2.
I've never played RuneScape, so it'll be lost on me completely.
Just have to remember if this is in... It should be in range of everybody now? Yes, okay. So, Lorian, Guzrock, and Jordan, I'm going to use my Mantle of Inspiration so you can move half your movement speed without provoking as a
motherfucker.
reaction.
Hell
I just
yeah.
put that juicy fucking cleric in melee range.
Slightly closer.
That gets temps, right?
Yes, and 5 temps.
Oh, and aid from the previous day would have faded by now,
Yep.
unfortunately.
Already counted for it.
Okay, and now that's my bonus action. For my regular action, I'm going to point at Guzrock. I'll be like, alright, big boy, let's just see how big you could get. Enlarge!
I can
I
become
am Beef
huge.
Swellington.
I'm going to swell the Beef Swellington even more. So now you're twice your size, and you get bonus 1d4 extra damage on strength attacks. And that will be my turn.
Hello, Dougler.
Hey.
Hello, Dougler.
Hey. Jordan, you were just magically whisked into melee range of this creature, and then Aldruic inspired you to maybe not stand there because that's fucking stupid. What do you do?
I'm going to Sacred Flame him again. So it's a dexterity saving throw.
And it fails. The sacred flame flies into the cloud and hits something solid for good damage too. Is
I'm
there
gonna move
anything
back.
else?
Yeah, I moved back.
Away. Good choice. Lorian. This cloud. Oh, sorry.
I wasn't done yet.
Oh, go on.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to Shield of Faith Guzrock.
Good choice.
So you also have a +2 to your AC.
I am the most
Plus 2 to your air conditioning. I could have swore I gave this thing fucking tentacle attacks.
Well, give it tentacle attacks now.
I need to stop drinking when I fucking make all these encounters.
Just stop telling us the stats of the thing and just do it.
Anyway, Lorian.
I continue to run. And I'm gonna get closer. Okay, that's a touch. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just gotta check my range here. Alright. Javelin in hand. She's gonna yeet a javelin at it. 20.
Damn.
Hey, a damn good hit. Yeah, you just hurl this javelin directly into center mass of what appears to be a cloud, and it thunks and sticks out. You can see the tip of your, the end of your javelin floating in this mass.
Yeah, and she just says, "Hey, ugly, over here." That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Oh, actually, that's not a lie. That's a lie. Bonus action. Bonus action, bonus action. I'm going to put Shield of Faith on myself. Yep. Boop. There we go. Okay. That way my AC actually stays at 18 because I'm not using a shield anymore.
Sorry, I'm retroactively adding things to this creature.
That's good.
Alright.
So, bring it on.
It is now its turn.
It's getting strong.
And I can't remember what speed I gave it. It levitates closer. 25, 30. And then it's going to make a ranged attack at Lorian because it's, you know, she just
Made it
tried to speak, be rude to it rather.
Mm.
26 to hit with a spine from beyond.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
For mediocre damage, 4 damage.
Oh no!
And then it's going to use its most dangerous weapon on Guzrock. And it misses anyway.
Oh.
Oh, anti-hoo-hoo. Oh no! Oh no! Well-placed weapon.
Is that an attack or an opposed?
It's both.
Okay.
But it misses anyway.
Oh, it's trying to touch me in places.
Guzrock!
I could
This
stand
thing
to
is
see
trying
a
to
little more.
slither upside your armor.
He's wearing armor?
Chainmail, same as you.
Oh. I thought he was a naked cow.
I wish I could be, but I have a -2 dexterity, so.
Mm.
Ah! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah. Up until now, I've been pretty fucking nice about that axe of yours. But rolling a -1, you fucking cleave into this cloud. And you reckon you've got a good hit, but you just go straight through it. And simultaneously, you throw your axe to here.
Okay.
You just fucking hurl it straight through the cloud. But you landed the first attack, so go you.
Go you.
Is there anything else?
No, I was just drawing an axe. I will.
Steel Wind is still comfortably in your in its sheath,
Yep.
so you still have a weapon, but you just
Yep.
don't have your fucking kick-ass axe.
I look to Lori and I go, "Thanks for the sword," and I start to draw it. And I will shift. I'll shift here and try to keep her squishy safe.
Yeah, I like it. Alrighty. Aldroic.
Oh, well, he's close enough, but I don't want to be hit because I've seen that 26 and I want no part of it. Seeing
It's only a
gross.
+8, guys.
Holy
Stupidly, I gave its ranged attack a +4. How the fuck is that going to hit any of you?
It can hit me. I'm the easiest one to pick.
Look, this is just
So,
the
yeah.
first form.
Never you mind about that.
I mean, you let us know that. Let's see. Well, can't Bane because I'm concentrating on a large reduce, so... Get mocked.
Hey, what do you say to this cloud?
Let's see.
Did someone say gaseous form? Oh god, I believe you.
You look like a moldy bowl of spaghetti. It's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. So I'm gonna come here, give Lorian a pat on the butt, and Bardic Inspiration. Be like, go get him, Tiger.
Can do.
I rolled the wrong one, never mind.
And that will end my turn.
Alrighty. It doesn't like what you just said. It's going to use a legendary action to teleport you and Guzrock.
Oh!
Now you're in melee range, motherfucker. What was that you just said?
You still look like a moldy bowl of spaghetti no matter how close you get.
Jordan! The only squishy member of the party is currently on the front lines!
This is gonna be stupid probably, but I'm gonna try and cast blindness on this thing.
Does it have eyes?
I don't know, I can't see it.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Nope, it wouldn't have
It
worked anyways.
evidently doesn't have that many eyes. At least from what you can tell.
Jesus.
Or it only blinds 2 eyes because you're thinking of like normal creatures, but it has like 1,000,000.
Yeah, you were targeting the wrong set of eyes.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty. Lorian!
Oh, I lied. I'm gonna move a little
sorry.
bit. I'm gonna move. There.
Surprised
Good
how
choice.
calm these
And
yaks are.
I should probably add that these yaks are probably running away, but I don't really care to fucking move them, so... Yeah, you now have yak cover.
Ah, rush over here. It would technically be there. Okay. With new sword, I swing. I'm gonna
16 hits, man.
Oh, 16 hits. Cool. I won't use the Bardic Inspiration then. And I'm going to dump a smite into it.
Yeah, roll it.
Alright. Well, almost
Very
maximum.
unfortunate.
Well, it's low and high. It's fine.
Is it a fiend?
Is it fiend, undead, or
It
there was
is
something
technically a monstrosity.
else. Okay, that doesn't count then. That would be me.
You know how much fucking HP it has?
69.
69. As much
Fucking
HP
2
as,
points left.
as much HP as you need for it to be able to do something cool.
Unfortunately, it doesn't have that much cool stuff. Oh, and in regards to the blindness, it could have just resisted it because it's a legendary creature.
That's as much cool stuff as you're willing to give it in the moment, sir.
Yes. Now, this thing is going to try and lay into Guzrock. No, sorry, not Guzrock. To Eldruic. It is a squishy
Rude, I am
dragonborn.
right here.
It's going to ooh-woo twice.
Sentinel.
I added that to the wrong fucking sheet.
Sentinel. I'll smack him.
Yeah.
Get
Does that
flanked
happen
advantage.
Using that inspiration.
Unfortunately, that missed.
No, I got
roll it.
inspiration. Is it a D6 or a D8 right now?
I think it's still a D6 to level 5.
Okay. Damn, 14.
Missed by 1.
Fuck.
Hentai ooh-woo times 2 on
Yeah, sorry, I
Eldruic.
tried. Oh,
Oh,
no.
Yeah, it slapped you twice with 2 thick, veiny tentacles for
Mhm,
a
mhm.
shitload of damage. And also give me an athletics check, if you please.
Twice.
I'm almost dead. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I tried. This is what I have Sentinel for.
Oh, it's fine. It's absolutely
Holy
yeah,
fuck. Yeah, you don't give a shit about that fucking grappling.
Jesus.
It's fine. I'm just going to add more fuel to the Illrigger fire when I bring an asshole version of Calendria and it just choke slams people.
But technically, that was also 2 attacks, so roll again.
Yeah, you gotta get it twice. Damn, dude. Wow.
That's what you get.
Wow.
Leave me alone.
Wow.
A nat
It just-
20 and
it
then
just
2
wants to
nat
tentacle
1s.
you. Okay. Eldruic is almost dead, but he is currently ungrappled. Guzrock! This thing is trying to make relations with Eldruic.
Hang on. Let me do this real quick. Okay, so first hit didn't break it, second one broke concentration on enlarge, so you shrunk back to normal big size Guzrock.
Oh,
Normal rock.
I don't appreciate this.
I'm gonna run forward and try to shank it with the longsword.
These are not consenticles.
These are consenticles.
Natural 20.
Beautiful.
I
Yeah,
just-
you run up, you cleave through this cloud, and then it starts to dissipate. You hear a kind of sound as the tentacles retract, and then the fog starts to fade. And then, after a few moments of stillness and quietness, it becomes quite a normal night. Just as, you know, starry and beautiful as it was previously before this creature appeared. And that brings us to the end of that encounter for the time being.
More or less to the end of the game, too. 'Cause just a couple
Yeah,
minutes
it
left.
actually timed out quite well.
Ah,
You
shit,
you
man.
padded the runtime wonderfully, sir.
I'm still. Are we still in turn order? I should have said that before.
As it dissipates, you relinquish turn order, so no.
I'm gonna go sit down for a little bit.
I'm gonna preserve life. channel divinity on Aldruic, he'll get 20 HP.
Yay, thank you. It's almost all of it.
Hmm.
Wow. I should not have called him a moldy bowl of spaghetti.
No, you had its attention.
And then just for extra measure, she's gonna wrap up some of his more lacerated tentacle wounds with her healer's kit.
Yeah.
So for another 9, just in case, something could happen during the night.
That fight took all of, 18 seconds? And these guards over here are still trying to get over the fence.
Can we just,
one of them is
forget it?
mostly over, but somehow he jammed his spear into the fucking fence panels, and the other one is, trying to go over one-handed, but not doing very well. We're coming! We're gonna fight that thing! Never mind.
This is why their yaks get taken.
You get the impression that these guards are not very good.
Hey, Gusrock, are you gonna go get your axe before a yak eats it?
Oh, good point. I go get my axe.
One yak is licking at it.
It's not salt. I lick it to check if it's made of salt.
It isn't. The yak baroos at you for removing its meal. Its dinner.
I brew that.
Baru.
You seem to have an understanding with this yak.
Alright. We live.
You did it. That was really impressive, everyone.
Yeah.
Was. Seemed almost too easy.
I mean,
Especially since Gus said that they heard 2 voices.
Ah, shit. Was it a distraction?
And then the Casme appears.
Yeah, I actually like that. I didn't plan for it, but
It was your plan all along.
yeah, Serena is teaching me the art in bullshitting through my fucking teeth.
God damn it, just stop telling us these things. It's like, just roll with it, adapt.
The antithesis is stop reminding him he can just evolve to kill us at any moment.
It's fine too.
Someone roll me a D100.
He doesn't learn otherwise. Boop. 66.
I mean, that's fair.
Even 2/3.
Okay, carry on.
My wayward son. Well, we're actually out of time, so we shouldn't carry on. We should wrap this up. This is the end. We are wrapping up. Any closing remarks for us, ODM?
Well, I didn't want to proceed too far because I actually planned quite a bit with Kay. Or rather, planned to have Envy do something funny. So I kind of killed a bit of time, and that seemed to work successfully. But you guys have seen the Chaos Cloud. You know what you are hunting. You're unsure if it's dead. You'll have to tune in next week to Winter's Gate.
Rakdos? Oh, she's gonna be pissed.
You will find out next week on Winter's Gate.
No. Alright, thank you for Dougler for jumping in and hosting. Thank you RF Chaos for the raid of 20 people, and most of which who stuck around. Y'all are fabulous and we love you. We're going to find somebody to send y'all over to for the rest of the night. Make sure that there is some love and support for other folks who are doing stuff. It looks like a friend of Weave the Tale is streaming right now. They're also playing D&D. We're going to run over to Polished Cryptid. So give them some love. Stick around. Tell them we said hi. And we'll see you tomorrow for some Savage Worlds.
Damn right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. more second. There it is. Boom.